Okay, so firstly, apologies on the question, there was a mistake. It says 3 friends, but there were in fact 4. And they went go-karting and the time was shown in the table. So if we look at the information, I'm going to get rid of the question. We wanted it in the shortest time. So to help with this question, you could have put some lines just so you can see clearly which numbers are in which columns. Remember, the decimal point doesn't have a column of its own, and you can see the columns then. Some people also like to add zeros so that all the numbers look the same length so they don't make any mistakes. Okay, so with this question then, in order to find the shortest time, we need to look down the tens column first of all. And if we look down, they all have a 6 in common because they've all took over 60 seconds. So we've got 68 for all of the columns. So actually the units column also doesn't help. So our first column we need to look at is the tenths column. So if we look down this one, 7077, the 0 is the smallest number, making that the smallest there for Ali. So if we look at that, we can write that as the first person. So Ali's was 68.018. Once you've wrote it down, you can then cross it out so that you don't look at it. And then we want the second smallest. So we're still in that same column. They've all got 7, so that tenths column doesn't help anymore. We're now looking into the hundredths column. If I glance down there, I've got a 7, a 0 and a 4. Now a 0 is the smallest in that column, which tells us that Sally is the second person in the shortest time. So that's 68.709. Again, we can take her out. And then if we carry on with that process, we've got, if we carry on looking down that column, we've got a 7 in there and a 4 is definitely smaller than a 7. So John was next with 68.7401, and then final one was Mindy with 68.774. Okay, so the second part to that question then asked who won the race. And if you win the race, you do it in the least amount of time taken. So the person who took the least was that person, which was Ali. So Ali won the race.